Hey, this is Lori Hoke. I'm here with you today with a word straight from my heart about being unstoppable. I believe you are. You may not realize it yet, you may not know it, you may not be aware of it, but boy, you are unstoppable. So let's talk about what that means. This has meant a lot to me, as you can see my plaque on the wall here. Wow, it's taught me truly what being unstoppable means. You see, I used to think that being unstoppable meant nothing goes wrong, that nothing can defeat you, that nothing dares to conflict with that which you're setting out to do. Nothing can rattle you. Nothing can get you, really, that you are unstoppable. That when you set your mind to something, it's going to happen. It's, like the where there's a will, there's a way kind of mentality. Yes and no. What has been most meaningful in my journey lately is the fact of the message that this sign preaches loud and clear to any that are willing to receive its truth. My family gave me this sign. They know I love quotes. They know I'm a sucker for signs and inspirational things, totally filling our environment. And when they gave this to me for Christmas last year, I loved it. It was so true, and that it really speaks to my life message of stop living your life. Yeah, you heard me right. Stop living your life and start leading it. It speaks to that so much of saying we have the power. We have the authority. We have the capacity to create the change we desire. That's what this sign spoke to me. It talks about just a call to action for us to rise up and be who we are. It was inspiring. And then here lately, it's meant something entirely different, something entirely deeper to me. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust the sails. What I have found is a critical element to being unstoppable, which without really exploring this before, this was new to me. A critical element to being unstoppable is that latter phrase, being able to adjust the sails. See, before I thought being unstoppable was all about kind of bulldozing your way through whatever came or tried to interfere or cause you to be distracted or renegotiate that which you were setting out to do. I thought being unstoppable meant bulldozing through that, pressing on, keeping your eyes locked to the prize, that end goal. I've seen otherwise. You see, from my own journey, I've discovered that no, it's not that. In fact, that understanding can really take us off track. It's kind of got a stubborn, prideful sort of flair to it that I didn't recognize before. I thought it was commitment. I thought it was determination. I thought it was resilience, the we get knocked down and we get up again kind of thing. What I've found to be true of what this sign speaks to me now is that things are not going to go as planned. Things are not going to be an even, steady course. What makes us unstoppable is being able to make necessary course corrections along the way. Being unstoppable is not about being stubbornly attached to the thing we set out to do the way we initially set out to do it. I'm speaking from experience here. A recent thing that I had set forth and was going to offer as a valuable opportunity to serve other extraordinary leaders, I realized needed some modifications from my initial version. So being unstoppable, I wrestled with this and thought, do I stay attached to the initial version that I had really felt was a go? Or instead, am I going to be open and accept that there's an invitation here to make some refinements, to do some redefining? I wrestled with that. I wasn't sure if being unstoppable meant I plow through no matter what, or if it's true that in order to be unstoppable, meaning that come what may, my intention is set and nothing will keep me from that end goal. What I realized the latter was true. If we really want to be unstoppable, an absolute necessary element of that is being able to make adjustments, being able to revise, adapt, tweak, refine, revisit, renegotiate, whatever that means. What we don't renegotiate is the why we're doing it. It's the why that drives us. The how and the mechanics of that, totally negotiable. Totally negotiable. So in the circumstance I just described to you, I had to look within and say, okay, am I attached to this one way that I thought was going to be the best solution here? Or instead, am I willing to say, you know what? The wind's blowing a different direction here. And if I'm not willing to partner with that and adjust my sails accordingly, this ship ain't going nowhere. I know that's not grammatically correct, but for emphasis, it makes sense, right? We can so be left behind in the dust if we're not willing to make those course corrections. Sometimes they sneak up on us. Sometimes we come slamming into them at 90 miles an hour that it's suddenly a dead end. And we realize there are some things that we need to reevaluate. However it comes to you, I encourage you that the true mark of being resilient and being unstoppable, read the sign with me. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust the sails. And you, my friend, and whatever it is that you're going about, are the sails. You are the thing that can be redirected, the how, in order to bring about the fullest sense of your why. So cheers to being unstoppable. I'm discovering it for myself, and I release the same revelation over you. Blessings in your days ahead as you discover what may need to be tweaked and redefined in your life. What is it that you feel you're stumbling up against that may actually need to be renegotiated to keep you on track, to keep you on path, and being able to say, this is what I'm about no matter what. How it looks and how many times I have to revise and revisit it doesn't matter. It is set in my heart and it will happen. That, my friend, is how you're unstoppable. So choose to adjust your sails and ride as high as the wind will take you.